May it be a light to you in dark places, when all other lights go out. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. Many that live deserve death, and some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them? Then do not be too eager to deal out death in judgment, for even the very wise cannot see all ends. This day does not belong to one man but to all. Let us together rebuild this world that we may share in the days of peace. It depends on what you want, put in Mary. You can trust us to stick with you through thick and thin, to the bitter end. And you can trust us to keep any secret of yours closer than you keep it yourself. But you cannot trust us to let you face trouble alone and go off without a word. He that breaks a thing to find out what it is has left the path of wisdom. If we didn't do everything we weren't supposed to, we'd hardly do anything at all. This task was appointed to you, and if you do not find a way, no one will. Few other griefs amid the ill chances of this world have more bitterness and shame for a man's heart than to behold the love of a lady so fair and brave that cannot be returned. The wise speak only of what they know. The world changes, and all that once was strong now proves unsure. There is no secret worth concealing with deception. A wizard is never late. Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Moonlight drowns out all but the brightest stars. Memory is not what the heart desires. That is only a mirror. But do not despise the lore that has come down from distant years, for oft it may chance that old wives keep in memory word of things that once were needful for the wise to know. Beauty has great power to heal the soul. Let us remember that a traitor may betray himself and do good that he does not intend. When in doubt, follow your nose. A hunted man sometimes wearies of distrust and longs for friendship. Yet such is oft the course of deeds that move the wheels of the world. Small hands do them because they must, while the eyes of the great are elsewhere. Evil will be drawn to you from outside the fellowship. And, I fear, from within you must trust yourself. Trust your own strengths. Courage is found in unlikely places. Don't adventures ever have an end? I suppose not. Someone else always has to carry on the story. Real names tell you the story of the things they belong to. I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. Deeds will not be less valiant because they are unpraised. It is no bad thing to celebrate a simple life. Your time will come. You will face the same evil, and you will defeat it. I want to be a healer and love all things that grow and are not barren. Truly Elrond spoke, saying that we could not foresee what we might meet upon our road. Torment in the dark was the danger that I feared, and it did not hold me back. But I would have never come, had I known the danger of light and joy. Even darkness must pass. A new day will come. And when the sun shines, it will shine out the clearer. Those were the stories that stayed with you, that meant something, even if you were too small to understand why. It's the job that's never started that takes the longest to finish. Do not trouble your hearts overmuch with thought of the road tonight. Maybe the paths that you each shall tread are already laid before your feet, though you do not see them. I wish to be loved by another, but I desire no man's pity. Do not be so quick to deal out death and judgment. Even the very wise do not see all ends. I did not hinder it, for generous deed should not be checked by cold counsel. Oft hope is born when all is forlorn. If more of us valued food and cheer and song above hoarded gold, it would be a merrier world. Let him not vow to walk in the dark who has not seen the nightfall. All's well that ends better. The wide world is all about you. You can fence yourselves in, but you cannot forever fence it out. The storm comes, and now all friends should gather together, lest each singly be destroyed. It is useless to meet revenge with revenge. It will heal nothing. Despair is only for those who see the end beyond all doubt. We do not. You step into the road, and if you don't keep your feet, there is no knowing where you might be swept off to. Who knows? Have patience. Go where you must go, and hope. You may learn something, and whether what you see is fair or evil, that may be profitable, and yet it may not. Seeing is both good and perilous. There can be no trust between hammer and rock. One who cannot cast away a treasure at need is in fetters. I would rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone. Even the smallest person can change the course of the future. An avalanche can start with one stone. I can avoid being seen if I wish, but to disappear entirely, that is a rare gift. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. From the ashes of fire shall be woken, a light from the shadows shall spring, Renewed shall be the blade that was broken, the crownless again shall be king. The world is indeed full of peril, and in it there are many dark places, but still there is much that is fair, and though in all lands love is now mingled with grief, it grows perhaps the greater.